So, some time has passed, just a couple of minutes, and the class notebook was set up. So if I go to class notebook, you'll see it here. Now you can work in teams. This bookshelf icon here shows you, opens up the sections that we talked about. And so we've got a collaboration space, content library, teacher only, and we've got our students underneath, our two test students. But it's easier to work in either the browser or in the desktop app. So I'm going to open in the desktop app because that gives us more options. So if I pop open the desktop app, it may not jump to the class that you just asked it to open, but anyway, there it is. So this is our class notebook. We've got collaboration space and everyone can work on that together. So that's good for whole class or small group work. And then we've got content library, and this is where I'm going to put my lesson pages that I want to share with the students later. Teacher only is where I would put lesson plans and notes to co-teachers, and here are my students. And remember, we asked for lots of sections that match the topics that we're going to teach. So they've appeared in each of the student workbooks. Now remember what happens. This student will be able to see those sections only, plus they'll be able to see the content library and the collaboration space, but not the other student sections. But as a teacher, I can see all of them, and I can go into them and mark them. But there's nothing there, so how do we get something there? Well, we're going to put things in the content library, so you can just make a page. There's add page down the bottom. So we can just make a page if you wish and share it with the students. So lesson 1, question 1, and so on. But I've been using Class Notebook for a few years now. I've got pages already, and I'm in the desktop app, as I told you earlier, so I can open my subject notebooks. So what I do, and I recommend you do this, is keep all of your content together in a single notebook for a key stage or even for the whole subject. So here's my subject notebook for key stage 3. And so we've got the sections that you saw me create earlier, intro, scratch, and so on. And I've got some lesson pages here. So 2 lessons on scratch. And I think we'll take this content over to the new class notebook that I've just set up. So it's as simple as right click and move or copy. And we scroll down to the class notebook, EdTech Demo Class 1. We select a destination, content library, and be careful, don't click move. You don't really want to do that very often. You want to copy that whole section. So I've pressed copy. It seems to do nothing, but it's quite quick. Just happens in the cloud and then syncs back down to any notebooks you've got open. So it's appeared here in EdTech Demo Class 1. So if I just close collaboration space and I close all the other sections, we've got content library, and in the content library is our new section, 7.2 Scratch. And I want to distribute these pages. This stretch page, I often do a series of links, including the Oak National lessons and so on, for pupils that want to stretch themselves, links to onward learning on other websites. And then I've got 2 lesson pages here. So activities. So if you think of this as a digital worksheet with links to some of the learning and tasks listed out there, and then underneath the main task in this case, which is to code the Frere Jacques song in Scratch. So I want to distribute a page to the students. Let's say I want to send this page 721, and I want to send it out to section 7.3 Scratch. Forgive me, I've got the section numbers mixed up when I've made my sample class notebook. So I'm going to send that page out to all students. So I'm just going to go Class Notebook to open the Class Notebook menu, and I'm going to distribute page. Make sure I've got the page selected. Distribute page. I'm going to distribute that page to all students. It's just thinking about it. And okay, I'm just going to pause it. Okay, we were just distributing page and it's popped open now, and so I want to distribute that page. Let's remind you what I did there. Class notebook, distribute page, and we're over here, and I want to distribute to the scratch section, and I just need to click that distribute button, and we're away. Now you can carry on working. It's distributing, that means taking a copy of this page and putting it into the test student pages over here. And it will send one page into each section. It says done over here, so if I look in here, it's popped up and the students will see that. So there's a copy of that page in test student, and there's a copy in the other test user student. Okay, so they can now edit this. I can close the distribute page dialog, and so they have that page and they can all start working on it. I'll show you in a moment how to mark a page.